Horror is one of the most popular genres in storytelling. It intended to scare, shock, and thrill its audience. It can be interpreted in many ways, but is often central villain or monster. Horror films center around the dark side of life, the forbidden and strange events. They deal with our vulnerability, nightmares, fear of death, etc. The use of good strategic camera techniques in a horror film are very crucial in creating fear. Today, horror remains one of the most popular genres in global cinema, continually pushing the boundaries of storytelling and visual effects to keep audience on edge.
Sound. The sound design of a horror film is integral and helps to create like an atmosphere of suspense. Often, silence is just as important as a noise in a horror movie. Key elements such as lighting, color scene, and architectural features are carefully chosen to establish a spooky atmosphere. Cinematography. Desaturated colors often create like a feeling of gloom, and creative lighting can dictate the entire tone of a scene. Jump scares. This is one of the most common tropes. A jump scare is sudden and unexpected event designed to terrify the viewer.
In this movie, some elements are the Annabelle doll. It acts as a symbol of evil paranormal manifestations, such as voices, moving objects, apparition contribute to the tension in the story. One of the jump scares are, for example, the possessed child or the mirror scene in the pose. They appear suddenly. Halloween is related to supernatural events, ghosts and spirits. Also, the visual things, such as pumpkins, candle, the night, cobwebs. Most films use these things to make a spooky environment. One of the 5 most popular movies watched in this season are The Conjuring, Hocus Pocus, It, Poltergeist, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Beetlejuice.
According to the science findings, people may seek out horror movies for all sorts of reasons, such as triggering chemicals in their brains, to help them plan worst case scenarios, or to practice coping strategies and control. But we also think there's people who like these kind of topics just because they found it interesting and they like to know more about it. It is also proven that we are satisfied by feeling the tension and fear that comes from watching a horror movie.
Ed and Lorraine Warren traveled to North London to help a single mother raising 4 children alone in a house plagued by a supernatural spirit. So the paranormal investigators will need to find out what are the reasons for these demons to haunting this family. Ed Warren, Lorraine Warren, Bill Wilkins, Balak Timon. It's a really good movie because of how they tell the story and also because of the visual effect, actors, performance, photography, and production. We love the fact that Ed and Lauren were real people and they also worked together in this type of case.
This movie is based on real events. This attracts the fans of horror and supernatural things. The Conjuring established the universe of The Conjuring. The expanded of a story into multiple movies and horror franchise was created. Ed and Lorraine Warren have become iconic horror characters. They have influenced Halloween costumes and events.
The films has helped popularize supernatural horror stories, with fans going out to visit haunted houses or taking part in supernatural events. The spell has led to the creation of related items such as toys, clothing, and decoration inspired by the film.
These are one of the most popular horror films in the world. Insidious, Sinister, The Exorcist, Annabelle, Poltergeist.
We recommend so much this movie because it's based on true events, so it adds like realism and intrigue to the scares. It has strong performances, you can see the great acting, and finally because of the expressive universe, because it leads into a larger horror franchise.